So in the previous lecture we have seen the concept of vectors, right? So for the today's lecture we will see the concept of matrices. For the today's lecture we will see the concepts, what are the applications of matrices, and how to create a matrix in R, and how to perform different mathematical operations on matrices, and how to access the elements of a matrix. So at the end of this lecture, you will be able to know some of the applications of the matrices, and you will be able to create a matrix in R, and you will be able to perform some mathematical operations in R programming language on the concept of matrices, and you will be able to access the elements of a matrix. First, let us see the applications of matrices. Matrices are being widely used in circuits and electronics, image processing, computer graphics, quantum mechanics, some of the recommendation algorithms, computer networks, probability and statistics, game theory, and these are all some of the applications. Now let us see the definition of a matrix. Okay, a matrix is nothing but a collection of elements, okay, of the same type, and the data is arranged in a two-dimensional. Okay, so you have to take, if you have to take the size of the data is like 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, etc. Okay, so a matrix is nothing but a collection of elements of the same type, and the data is arranged in a two-dimensional. This is the example for the matrix. Okay, what is the size of the matrix here? The size of the matrix is 4 by 3 because it has 4 rows and then 3 columns. Okay, so the size of the matrix is a 4 by 3. Okay, so you can observe that. So these are all nothing but the row names. Okay, row number 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and these are all about column 1, column 2, column 3, and its size is a 4 by 3. Okay, so next let us see some of the examples for a matrix. Okay, so this is also other example for a matrix. What is the size of the matrix here? The size of the matrix is 4 by 4. Okay, and it has, okay, the size of the matrix is 4 by 4, and it has the elements from 100 to 115. You can observe that 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, like that we have 100 to 115. And next let us see how to create a matrix. Okay, so a matrix can be created by using a matrix function. Okay, so we have a matrix function. If you give the input, okay, as well as if you specify the rows as well as and the other required parameters, you will get a data in the form of a matrix. Next, let us see the syntax of it. Okay, you can create a matrix by using this syntax. So its syntax is matrix of, you need to specify some matrix name. Matrix name is equal to matrix of data. So this is nothing but your input. And then number of rows, how many rows that you want, you have to give the number of rows, and number of columns. Okay, so by row is equal to, okay, it is a logical variable. You have to give true as well as false here, and dimension name. So if you want to specify any dimensions here, you need to specify the dimensions here. Okay, you can see here I have given here data is nothing but input. Okay, so n rows is nothing but the number of rows, okay, that are to be created, and n columns is nothing but number of columns, and by row is equal to true. So here the by row is nothing but it is a logical variable. Okay, so you have to pass the logical parameters, that is either true or false. If you want to arrange your data according to the row wise, you have to give the value as true. If you want to arrange the data in the column format, you have to give the value as false here. And then you can see here, if you want to give specifically any number, any type of the names for the rows as well as columns, you need to create the list for those rows as well as columns, and you need to attach those values to the dimension names parameters. Okay, so let us see one example here how to create a matrix. See this one, this is a matrix. Okay, so let us see, let us write the statement for creating this matrix. Okay, so what is the matrix name here? The matrix name is X here, right? So X is created, and to create a matrix we have a function. What is the function name? The function is matrix. X is equal to matrix of, we need to give the input. So what is the input here? what is the input given in the matrix? The input given in the matrix is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to 18. So it is a sequence of numbers started with 10 and ended with 18. So you have to give the multiple elements. So at that case you need to make use of a C function. So 10 colon 18, right? Okay. So input is given. And how many rows are presented in the matrix? The number of rows are 3 rows. Okay. So this is the row 1, row 2 and then row 3. So n row is equal to 3. N row is equal to 3. And what about by row? You have to specify by row. Okay. So your data is arranged in row wise or column wise. Your data, that is the elements from 10 to 18 are arranged in the form of row wise. You can observe here 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the data is arranged in the form of a row wise. So what you have to specify the parameter here. So you have to give by row is equal to true. Why? Because why you need to give true? The data is arranged in the form of a row wise. Okay, if suppose if your data is arranged in the form of a column, then you have to specify the by row value as false. Okay, so this by using this statement we can create this matrix. Okay, next let us see other example. So see this one example. So let the matrix name is X. Okay, so I am going to create a matrix for this. Okay, so X is equal to matrix of, what is the input given? The input given for the matrix is 100 to 115. So C of, I am going to give the input like this, C of 100 to 115. Okay, and then next, how many rows are presented? The number of rows are 4 here. So n row is equal to 4. And then you need to observe, you need to write the by row value here. So by row is equal to, you need not write about columns here, you need not specify the columns here. Okay, so by row is equal to, okay, so is the data is arranged in row wise or column wise? Okay, so the data is arranged in row wise. So what you have to give here, the by row is equal to true value. Okay, so by giving this statement, your matrix, the type of matrix is going to be created. And next let us see other example here. So this is my other example. So let the matrix name is Y here. Okay, so I am going to give the matrix name is Y. I am going to give the matrix name is Y and then this is X. Okay, and now let us write a statement for creating this matrix. Okay, so Y is equal to, how to write this one? Matrix of Y is equal to matrix of C of, okay. So what is the input here? The input given is 10 to 21. Okay, so 10 to 21. So C of 10 colon 21. And then what about number of rows? So number of rows is equal to n row is equal to, okay, so the number of rows given in the matrix are 4. So n row is equal to 4. And what about by row? Okay, so by row is equal to, what is the statement that you have to give here? So by row is equal to, okay, observe the data, how it is arranged, how it is filled. So the data is filled like this: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that means the data is arranged in the form of a column wise. So you have to give by row is equal to false. Okay, so if you want to arrange the data in the form of a row wise, you have to give it as true. If you want to arrange the data in the form of a column wise, you have to give the value as false. Okay, so next let us see how to add the row names as well as column names for a matrix. Okay, so previously I have a matrix like this. Now I want to specify, by default the row name value will be 1. Okay, so by default the row name values will be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And also column names will be 1, 2, 3 like this. We will have integer values like this, right? And if you want to specify any kind of row names as well as column names, you have to create that statement. Okay, so suppose I want to write row 1 as row 1 and 2 as row 2 like this. Okay, and 3 will be row 3, 4 as row 4, and columns are column 1, column 2, column 3. Now how to write this, how to get this matrix? Okay, so at this case we need to write the statements, okay, like this. First let us write, first let us create the vectors for the rows and then for the columns. Now the First, let us write the vectors for the rows as well as columns and then pass these two parameters for the dimension names. Okay. So, let us assume that the matrix name is X. So, writing X is equal to, okay. So, first let us create the vectors for the rows as well as columns and pass these parameters to the dimension names. Okay. So first I am going to write row names. Okay. So row names is equal to C of, what are the row names here? The row names are row 1, row 2, row 3 as well as row 4. Okay. So row 1 and then row 2 and then row 3. So this is about my rows. I need to specify names also. The column names are is equal to C of. Okay, so why we need to give C? We are going to have multiple keywords here. So the column 1, okay, and then column 2, column 3. These are all the columns. Okay, and then next you need to write the matrix now. Okay. So what is the matrix here? So let the matrix name is X. X is equal to matrix of, what is the input given? What is the syntax for matrix? First you have to give the input, next you have to give the number of rows, next you have to give the dimension names, and then also you have to give the by row. Okay. So X is equal to that you have 10 to 21. So okay, you have to give C of 10 colon 21. This is the input for the matrix. And then how the data is arranged? The data is arranged in the form of, okay, so row wise. Yeah. So this is the input C of 10 colon 21. And what about the number of rows? Number of rows are equal to 4. So you have to give n row is equal to 4. And then what about the data is arranged? The data is arranged in the form of a row wise, right? So we have to give by row is equal to true. By row is equal to true. And then what about dimension names? So dimension names are is equal to, you have to pass the parameters which are created early, and those are also in the form of a list. Okay. So dimension names is equal to list of, okay. So what are the row names as well as column names? Okay. So that is row names comma column names. So row names comma column names. Like this you have to give. Okay. Okay, so by this, by giving like this, you will have a matrix like this. What we have done is, we have specified the row names in one vector and then column names in other vector, that is column names, and we have given these two parameters in the dimension names. Okay, we are giving those list of vectors in the dimension names. We have given these row names and then column names. Okay, so to the dimension names. Okay, like this you will add, like this you will create, okay, like this you will give the row names as well as column names for a vector. And then next let us see one example here. So let us take the matrix like this. Let my row names and then column names are like this. Okay, let the elements are like this, 10, 11, 12 and then 13. So I want to create the matrix. Now can you tell me the answer for this? Okay, so we have a different names for each row as well as column. So you must specify the row names as well as column names here. So let us write row names here. What are the row names here? So row names is equal to C of, okay, so the row names are A and then B. And then let us write the column names here. So column name is equal to C of, okay, what are the column names? C, other one is D. Okay, so row names and column names are specified. Now let us create the matrix. So let the matrix name is X. Okay, so X is equal to matrix of, X is equal to matrix of, and what you need to give? First you have to give the input. What is the input here? So 10 colon 13. Okay, the input is 10 to 13. How many rows are there? So there are 2 rows. N row is equal to 2. And what about by row? So by row is equal to, what is the by row? By row is equal to true because 10, 11, 12, 13. So by row is equal to true. And what about dimension names? We have to pass dimension names also. So dimension names is equal to, okay, so list of, you have to make those two vectors in the form of a list. So list of, okay, so what are the parameters? What are the vector names? Row number, row names, and then column names. So like this we will create, okay, so a matrix with their, like this you will create a matrix with the required row names as well as column names. And then next let us see how to access the elements of a matrix. To access the elements of a matrix, okay, so there is a syntax that is called as matrix name of row and then column. This is the syntax. If you want to access a particular element, then you must specify the row number as well as column number. Okay. So by giving those row values and column values, okay, for the matrix, okay, you will be able to access the elements of a required element. For example, to access third row and second column, what is the answer? To access third row, second column, what is your answer? Let the matrix name is X and this is your row, right? At this place you have to give 3 and then this is your row and then this is your column. So you require third row, so you have to give 3 here. Second column you have to give 2 here. Like this you can access the element which is presented at the third row, second column. And next let us see some examples here. This is my matrix, okay, and I want to access this element. What is the element here? The element is second row, third column. I want to access here, okay, I want to access this 15. Then what is the command that you have to give, okay? So to access second row, third column, what is the answer? Let your matrix name is, X, so X of, okay, and then second row, third column. So this is your second row and then third column. So when you give this command in our console, you will be able to access that element, that is 15, which is presented at second row, third column. And to access fourth row, second column, that is 20. So what is the command that you have to write? So X of fourth row, second column, you have to write like this. And then to access only the third row, I want the elements which are presented at third row. So I am specifying only the row here, I am not going to specify about columns. So at that case, what is the statement that you have to write? So X of, okay, so you need to access all the elements of the third row. That means you required all the columns but only the third row, okay. So at that case you have to write only the row. So 3 comma, just leave that. And then to access only the first column, okay, so you are not talking about rows, you are accessing only about first column. At that case you have to write X of, okay, so just leave the space for row and then just give the answer for column. So which column you required, okay, so just leave the space for row and then give comma and then give the column name that whatever you want. So like this you will access the elements of a matrix. And next, okay, so to access the elements of a first column, you need to write this statement, X of, comma, and then 1. So far we have seen what is a matrix and what are the applications of matrices and how to create a matrix and how to access the elements of a matrix from the different locations. And then next let us see how to perform different operations on the matrices. You can perform different operations on the matrices, that is arithmetic operations on matrices, okay. So you can perform different arithmetic operations on the matrices like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, okay. So first let us see how to do the matrix addition. So to do the addition we require 2 matrices, okay, of the same size. So I have taken 2 matrices here, X is one matrix and Y is my other matrix, okay. And to do the addition, what is the answer, what is the command that we have to give? The command is X plus Y, okay. You can see here, so this is my X matrix, okay, it has the elements 10 to 18, it is of size 3 by 3 and I have taken other matrix, this is Y and then it is also of size 3 by 3. It has the elements from 1 to 9, and if you run this statement x plus y, you'll have the output like this. Okay, so you can observe that the first element of the first matrix, okay, the 10 and then plus 1 are going to be performed. Okay, so 10 plus 1, its answer is 11. 11 plus 2, its answer is 13. Like this it is going to be performed. Okay, so next let us see other operation. Okay, so to do the subtraction, okay, so let we take the same matrices x, other one is y. To do the subtraction, what is the command? The command is x minus y. Okay, so see this one, this is your x matrix, and then this is your y matrix, and then x minus y. Okay, you can observe the subtraction answer of the two matrices in this, okay, in this screenshot. And then next let us see, let us take two matrices, one is x, other one is y. Okay, so to do the multiplication, x into y, the command is x into y. So this is my x matrix, okay, which is of size 3 by 3, and this is my y matrix, this is of size 3 by 3. And when you type this command x into y, you will have the output like this. You can observe here. So the first element, okay, so you need to observe here. So the first element of the first matrix is 10, and the first element of the second matrix is 1. So 10 into 1, its answer is 10. And then next 11 into 2, its answer is 22. So like this it is going to be performed. Like this the matrix multiplication is going to be performed. And then next let us see how to do the division. I have taken two matrices, the same matrices. One is called as Ex, and then other one is called as Y, and then x divided by y. To do the division, the command is x divided by y. So when you give this, okay, so this is your x, and then this is your y, and then x divided by y. What is the answer? The answer is nothing but this one. Okay, you can observe that. So 10 divided by 1. Okay, so 10 divided by 1, so its answer is 10.00. Next 11 divided by 2, what is the answer? It is 5.5. And then 12 divided by 3, its answer is 4.0. So like this it is going to be performed. Like this the division is going to be performed. Okay, so this is the end of the class. In this class we have seen what is a matrix and what are the applications of the matrix, matrices in the image processing as well as computer networks, and how to create a matrix, and how to add the elements, how to add the row names as well as column names for a matrix, and how to access the elements of a matrix, and how to perform different operations, arithmetic operations on the matrices. Okay, so this is the end of the class.